What's going on, man? This is your boy, man. This is Mr. Waleed Kareem, aka Mr. Blessed and Unstoppable. Check it out, man. I am sitting here tonight, actually early morning, and I have not done a video in quite a while. Man, life has been unique, very unique to say the least. But I feel led to share with you guys what's been going on, man. So this is where we're at. Um, I took time out to walk away from my job in order to pursue my dreams, which, as of right now, I am currently, you know, doing what I wanted to do. Um, However, without any doubt, that there's always challenges that come with everything that we are doing. So, just to give you an idea, like today in the Midwest, it rained like literally probably almost like 24 hours straight. Well, within pretty much it rained almost 24 hours straight where I'm at, probably minus an hour or so. The funny part about it is that when we moved in, we weren't living in a flood zone, but now we live in the flood zone. Like after 2 years after we moved in, it was funny how something changed in the area, and all of a sudden, the area became a flood zone. It's so funny because the challenge of not being a worker, not being somebody who goes and punches the clock every day. That by itself is really a challenge. Like I've had various blessed opportunities that did not pan out, but they were blessings. They were blessings because you have to take all good but all bad. With that being said, know the opportunities did not pan out, but it was still a blessing to be a part of those situations, to be involved in next level opportunities. It was huge. But I truly, lost focus of what it was that I was trying to do, and I became a little too dependent on something that I didn't have control of. And I definitely wound up taking some risk, But I'm saying all of that to say that, time has passed and things are, changing. It's changing, things are changing and they're still changing. It's like seasons, take into account that there's gonna be good and bad, but nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. When I say nothing stays the same, I'm speaking directly about anything that's not to your liking. You have control over that. You can change that. It is not hard to come out of a situation. You just have to don't focus on the problem. That is the biggest problem that many of us have. We tend to focus on the problem at hand. And the bad part about it is 9 times out of 10, it's something you can't control anyway. So, it makes no sense, why we would take time out to focus on problems. So getting back, let me tell you what happened. This right here, is amazing and funny. It's funny too. It'll definitely be funnier looking back on it, but it's kind of funny right now. So, my wife and I, we decided to go out and to go pick up some items for the house. And while I was out, the whole time I was just singing some extremely uplifting songs that just kept coming to my spirit, like just extremely uplifting songs that I knew I knew that when certain songs hit my spirit, that I need strength. Something is something is coming, right? So I'm sitting here and I just cannot get these songs out of my heart, and I'm singing them and I'm singing them and I'm telling my wife, like, when we get home, because we're out and I'm still singing them even in public and stuff. And I said, when we get home, I gotta look up, because I couldn't remember who the artists were. I was like, man, I gotta look these artists up, because this is what I want to listen to when I get home. So the wife and I get home. We have children. We have a pretty nice sized family. I'm extremely blessed. Love my children. Love my wife. And when we get home, for whatever reason, it was just a late start today for all of us. And my children are homeschooled, so today they were off. So we allowed them to rest up a little bit longer, and everybody pretty much got up a little bit later than usual. So pretty much we wound up eating a little bit later than usual. So we began to take care of the children, got the food taken care of. And as I'm going downstairs, I have an office. I have two offices in my home. One is actually like a bedroom converted into an office, and then I actually really do have an office in another part of the house. And I was going to the office, and as I was going, the lights was out, and I was going into the room, right? And lo and behold, I stepped into something wet. So when I stepped into something wet with my first foot, I was like, wonder what that was. I stepped into something wet with my second foot. I said, now here is the problem. I go and I turn on the light, and lo and behold, the basement is flooding. It's just starting, and I'm looking, and I'm a little upset. But I'm still under control. I'm in control. I go and I go check things out, and I look, and instantly I'm like, yeah, this is the bad part. We got to get the water up, because this isn't the first time. For some reason, our sump pumps keep burning out on us. For some reason, this is like the third one we bought and under. I think the sump pump we just put in was right before the winter hit. So we just put that sump pump in. I mean, like, just put it in. So that bad boy hadn't even worked yet. That's the bad part about that. So I go and I go check the sump pump. I look, and I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go pull the thing down and to start taking the water out. I pull the little lever down. Nothing happens. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And this water's coming in like ridiculously, right? I am standing there, and with our basement being flooded the other times, I was able to turn the sump pump on and to gain control of the situation. This time there is no control. I'm like, oh my goodness, right? Oh man, just thinking about it, man, it's just just so upsetting. But so I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, with my mouth just open, like, I'll be damned, and there's nothing I can do. There's like, it's totally out of my control at this point. There's no way for me to stop the water from coming in. And the bad part it was just starting. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all of this water coming in, and we got a drain to where the water pretty much, is going from the the basin. It's overflowing, and it's running straight into this little drain that we have. And I'm noticing that this drain is not doing its job. I'm noticing that it's picking up. The water's just building up around this drain. So I go and I empty the drain out, and trying to see if it's gonna remain open, and it did. And from that point on, my wife and my daughter, the three of us was just trying to figure out, like, what can we do? and there was nothing we could do. There was nothing we could do to stop the water from coming in. If the pump would have came on, then yeah, we would have been able to redirect the water. It would not have been just flowing in. But I tried my best to get the pump to working, and it did not work. Now, I'm saying that to say that at this point, what do you do? What do you do when life seems to be out of your control? What do you do? Do you just sit there and do you just look at what you can't control? Or do you try to fix something that is completely out of your control? I'm going to tell you what I did. I probably sat there for like, me, my wife, and my daughter, we probably sat there for like 5 minutes, and I knew something was coming. I'm telling you, like, I knew something was coming because of the songs that I was singing. I said, yeah, these songs sound like I'm gonna need them later. That's kind of what I said to myself when I was singing them. Like man, I guess I'm gonna need them later, you know. So I tell my wife and my daughter, I said, look, there's nothing we can do at this point other than make sure that drain is working, and let's take it from there. So I told them, we're not just gonna sit here and watch this. Man, it's pouring down raining too. Like, it was not letting up, not at all. It was going in. I'm talking about storming, and we're all listening to the rain. We're like, damn, this ain't going nowhere, no time soon, you know. So it was one of those moments to where you had to pick how you were gonna deal with your situation. Like, man, are you gonna focus on the negativity of what's taking place? Are you just gonna sit here and watch something that is really, really gonna upset you? Or will you move on? Will you look at the positive? At this particular time, the positive for me was getting back to work, concentrating on some tasks that I had that needed to be met for the night. Saying, man, tomorrow we'll be contacting a plumber of some sort and getting somebody in here to check out what we have going on, and just taking it from there. Man, we just bought this pump, just bought it, and yeah, it was very upset. Like the other 2 times that the pump stopped working, the pump didn't really stop working. It kept working. We just had to go in there and adjust it ourselves. So this was like very upsetting that this was the one time, right when you think, like, I'm sitting here and I'm upset, but thinking about moving forward, just thinking I was going to go in there and flip that pump was not even the case, not even in the least bit. It was horrible. So I'm saying that to say, like, I didn't let it get to me. I did not let it get to me at all. I wasn't going to let it steal my joy. I was not going to let it take from my day, from the moments that I held on to earlier, accomplishments and victories. And I wasn't going to sit there and let none of that take place and let this moment right here just take over. I wasn't going to allow it. Matter of fact, I instantly went into the mindset of, we're going to look back and laugh at this. It'll be some time, but we're going to look back and laugh at this. And my wife just looked at me and, like, I don't know about that, but I know we will. We've done it before. We always will. For me, I'll just share this with you guys. Like, I made some very strong commitments to being more serious about my opportunities, to driving my businesses to be more successful. And I honestly realized that when you make those commitments to yourself, whether you speak them out loud or whether you take it within and you speak it over yourself in your mind, that things will come to challenge you every single time. Life will come to challenge you. It will challenge you to see, did you mean what you said you meant? Or will you let anything come in to take you off course of what it is that you said you were going to do? So I wanted to share with you guys for two reasons. I wanted to share with you guys this experience because I want to be like a leader to you guys, to show you all that everything is not, peaches and cream at all times. It's just not. But also what I really wanted to share with you guys was I wanted to make this like a time stamp, like a moment that I can go back to and remember years later what took place on the day that my home flooded and we were totally out of control. Whereas we were normally in control, we were totally out of control this time, and how that made us feel. So something to look back on, something to gauge, your progress in life, but also testimonies of where you were and where you're going. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Do not let a situation shut you down. Do not let a situation minimalize who you are and where it is that you're trying to go. Have faith, have the courage. Let people know where you're at. Let people know your story so that it can be a testimony at another time. See, I'm telling you guys right now because you guys will know what I'm talking about when I show you all the greatness and the things that are taking place in my life. This was just an obstacle that I was happy to be able to share with you guys. And I'm hoping that this helped somebody. And if it did, please like it, share it. I want you guys to be encouraged at all times that we have this, man. This is the Free Will Project. The Free Will Project is all about you understanding that you have the freedom to do and become whatever it is. And as you see on the screen, everything starts with a seed. Whether it's a seed of doubt, seed of greatness, seed of potential, seed of commitment, whatever it is, everything starts with the seed, and we just have to water it and let it grow from there. With that being said, man, please like and subscribe to my channel, you guys. I got you. I will be providing information. Thank you so much for listening. Love you guys. Peace out.